Hello friends, welcome to Read With Me. Today we will be reading Knuffle Bunny Too, A Case of Mistaken Identity by Mo Willems. I have already read the first Knuffle Bunny story. You'll have to go check that out if you haven't watched it yet. And I thought it would be fun to read the second Knuffle Bunny story. So we see Trixie's mom and dad getting married, and then we see Trixie as a baby in the hospital, and we see them going for a walk as a family, and then when Trixie finds her Knuffle Bunny that she had lost at the laundromat. And now we see Trixie hugging a friend, and I see two bunnies. One morning, not so long ago, Trixie took a walk with her daddy. By now, Trixie really knew how to talk. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to show Amy, and then I'll show Meg, and Daddy is walking her to school, and Mom is waving goodbye, and Trixie is very excited about going to school. Then I'll show Margot, and then I'll show Jane, and then I'll show Leela, and then I'll show Rebecca, and then I'll show Noah, and then I'll show Robbie, and then I'll show Toshi, and then I'll show Casey, and then I'll show Connie, and then I'll show Parker, and then I'll show Brian, and talk and talk. Trixie was excited because she was taking her one-of-a-kind Knuffle Bunny someplace very special. Where is Trixie taking Knuffle Bunny? Do you think maybe school? And she's rushing her dad. She says, "Come on!" She wants to get there quickly. School! So Trixie and Daddy are walking up the steps and down the hall and into her classroom. Trixie couldn't wait to show Knuffle Bunny to Ms. Greengrove and all her friends in pre-K. But just as her daddy kissed her goodbye, Trixie saw Sonia. And what do you think Sonia might be doing? Is Sonia her friend that we saw at the beginning that had another bunny? There's Sonia with another Knuffle Bunny, but her bunny's ears are pink. Suddenly, Trixie's one-of-a-kind Knuffle Bunny wasn't so one-of-a-kind anymore. How do you think that made Trixie feel? She's probably pretty upset because she thought it was the only one. The morning did not go well. Look, they're staring at each other, and now she's sitting here by herself while Sonia tells the other children about her Knuffle Bunny. Knuffle! 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 And Miss Greengrove hears them arguing, and she took the bunnies. The afternoon was worse. When the school bell rang, Miss Greengrove returned the Knuffle Bunnies. They had to sit on the shelf until the end of the day. And the day got better. Now Trixie is playing on the playground with all of her friends. Then, before she knew it, it was time to go home. Look, she's taking Knuffle Bunny everywhere. Trixie ate her dinner. I don't think she likes her dinner. Devoured her dessert. Look how fast she's gobbling up her dessert. Brushed her teeth. And tried to escape the mommy and daddy robots from Planet Snurp. Look, she's sneaking around, and then mommy and daddy come up and she ran up the stairs. At 1:30 bedtime, Trixie was tucked in, ready for sleep. Look, it's nighttime, but do you notice something different about the bunny's ears? I think there was a mix-up, but Trixie hasn't noticed yet. But a few hours later, Trixie's snoozing in bed, and now look, she's starting to wake up. Trixie realized something. She has the wrong bunny. Trixie marched into her mommy and daddy's room and said, "That is not my bunny." Look how she's carrying it. Before she was loving it when she thought it was hers. And now she realizes it's not. She doesn't even want to touch it. And mommy and daddy were sleeping. Trixie's daddy tried to explain what 2:30 a.m. means. He asked, "Can we deal with this in the morning?" He's sleepy and he does not want to call Sonia's parents and wake them up. He's hoping, and he looks at mom and mom says, "Nope, you better call." So he gets out of bed and goes downstairs. Trixie's daddy went to the phone. Before he even made it down the stairs, ring, the phone rang. Who do you think is calling them? Do you think it's Sonia's parents? "We have your bunny," said a man's voice on the other end. "We have yours," replied Trixie's daddy. Arrangements were made. They're going to switch the bunnies at 2:30 a.m. Look, Trixie is still in her pajamas and her daddy's still in his pajamas, and they're going out late at night to switch the bunnies. Trixie and her daddy rushed across the neighborhood. Trixie wants to get there quick. She wants her bunny back. Trixie did not want to be late. Neither did Sonia. See, Trixie is over here and Sonia is over here. There was an exchange. And the Knuffle Bunnies were back. Look, they're giving their Knuffle Bunnies love where they belonged. "I was so worried about my bunny," said Sonia. "So was I," Trixie replied. Then they both said, "I'm glad you got your bunny back," at the exact same time. Look, they thought that was funny. And that is how Trixie found her first best friend. Except for Knuffle Bunny, of course. And the end, and theirs. They drew pictures of their Knuffle Bunnies. Epilogue. The next morning, both Trixie and Sonia rushed to school. Look, Trixie and Sonia are excited and they're ready to go to school, but look at their daddies. They're tired because they were up late last night exchanging the bunnies. The new best friends had a lot of catching up to do. "Do you want to play with my Knuffle Bunny?" "Sure." "Do you want to play with mine?" I'll bet they won't get them mixed up after that. And there's the two Knuffle Bunnies. I hope you enjoyed the second Knuffle Bunny story. Please consider giving me a thumbs up for this video and subscribing to my channel. And for those of you who have already subscribed, thank you so much for your continued support. Until next time.